What do they owe to a guy who's been messy behind their backs, has been trying to get off this team for a year now?
Haven't they been messy?
They owe themselves the best way out. The best way out for them is keeping him off the court, losing, not getting him injured, and trading him this offseason. I'm sorry, like I was with, trust me, a year ago I would have been right there with you. But this whole season, and starting with last offseason, going up to this point now with Giannis and the way he's handled all of this, has just been stupid. And it's like, no one was going to blame you. Like, no one was going to be angry with you. I feel like even Milwaukee fans were going to be like, yeah, we understand if you want to leave. This is ass. Like, I don't, I've just been, I'm so over it too, man. I hate how this entire saga has gone on. It's just been frustrating and annoying.
I will say that's where I'll agree with you in the sense that, like, I think especially, but it's going to be difficult because that the situation with Giannis, whatever you're going to trade him for, it's going to be an interesting package because he's obviously getting older. He still has a lot left to give, but it very much is going to have to be for a team that's in a win now moment and has the assets to do that. And there's not a lot that are willing to give up that for a very, short window. And when you look at how the Western Conference is going with an OKC and a San Antonio, they're building dynasties over there. Like it's difficult to even look at that. Like, I think the Pacers last year was like the clearest opportunity of like, all right, this is, before Wemby hits, before OKC gets stronger, and before their cap, situation gets tighter. But even then, they have so many draft picks that they can just, all right, your contract's going to get more expensive. You're not going to be worth it. All right, we can use our top draft pick to go get someone else that we've just scouted and perfectly, set up to be in this position. All that to be said is that I think this trading Giannis was never going to be an easy feat solely because of what the package was going to be and the lack of teams that are willing to give up that for the very short window of return that you're going to get. It still doesn't, justify the messiness on his end of any sense of being like, I want to be here, but like I'm not, I wouldn't be opposed to going elsewhere and like all of that stuff. But I do understand the standpoint of being the guy that won this championship, being the guy that, like, Milwaukee looks at as, like, their hero. Like, it is difficult to look at that situation and say, like, it would be easy for him to just leave after everything and spending his entire career there. And like you said, them giving him everything and them, like, they're going to build a statue of him. Like, that tarnishes his legacy a little bit, even if the fans don't entirely, like, fault him for it. To say, like, I'm going to go play for New York for, the final 3, seasons of his career or whatever have you. Like, it would be difficult from the package standpoint and the personal, emotional standpoint that he has in Milwaukee to make that easy. Doesn't justify any of the messiness that he's done in the meantime. But I understand it from the standpoint, and like you mentioned, like the trade thing where it's like if he's not healthy, no one's going to want to trade for him regardless. So the Bucks setting him down. All that to be said, I still feel the conflicting reports about his health is just the most interesting thing, and we've had that issue honestly with a lot of players, like even Embiid with the I'm not actually sick like type of thing. It's all
I'm glad he called out Daryl Morey, but yeah,
it's all just messy from both sides.
No, I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting the entire thing on Giannis. Like, while he has been messy and I don't like how he's gone about it, like the Bucks are definitely like they're the ones who were trying to convince him all last offseason. Like, no, like we're gonna put this roster together. Like we'll be able to contend with you. Like we promise we'll be able to do this. It was clear by December, like this team was cooked. Like they weren't gonna be able to go where they wanted to go, which is why all reporting since then has been that behind the scenes, Giannis has been telling them, like, okay, just trade me then. Like, just trade me. And then they don't trade him, but then he constantly is saying, like, oh, but I don't want to be traded. Like, I don't know why they're saying that. Like, I don't want this. So that's where it gets frustrating to me. It's like every reporting and everything behind the scenes and everything, even just like with my own eyes, is like, you don't want to be there. You want to get traded. But then it's the, tweeting out after the trade and like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, just Wall Street shit. It's like, just shut up. Like, just shut up. Like, you just say what it is at this point. Like, why do we have to keep dancing around this on eggshells with you? Like, you want to be traded? Didn't you say you want to be traded? It's fine. That's the modern NBA, okay? Players move on. And you've given more than enough to this franchise than a lot of players have before they request trades, right? I love James Harden. He's one of my favorite players ever that I've watched. He doesn't have a ring, but how many teams has he been on, right? LeBron, like the fucking decision. Like players move all the time. It happens. It's the modern NBA. You don't have to feel ashamed about it. You did your job as the Bucks player, right? The one that got drafted. You weren't supposed to be this guy. You grew into be this guy and you delivered on what you said you were going to do for this team. You did it. There's no shame in saying like, okay, it's now my time to leave. Like both parties have reached a point where they're okay with moving on, but one party wants to be messy about it while the other tried to do their best to placate, but then now everything has to pivot.